Hey there, podcast listeners. Before we dive into the episode, I wanted to share with you an easy way for you to be featured as well. I personally believe that business ownership is a thankless job, and that small and medium-sized businesses don't get the press that they deserve. So back in March of 2023, I launched Ignite Business Insider, a digital magazine that lets local and small businesses share their story for free. Now, I've had many people question the word free. So directly from me, I wanted to let you know, yes, this is completely free, no strings attached. I launched Ignite Business Insider with the goal of sharing the stories of 1 million local and small businesses. Now, I'm nowhere near that goal, so I truly hope you'll take a few minutes and share your business's story on Ignite. I believe that every business has a story to tell, and I simply want to help share yours. So click the Ignite link in the description and share your story. You never know where it will lead.
Design Talk Live is brought to you by Allison Eden Studios. Design custom stained glass, mirror, and mosaic tiles for hospitality, commercial and residential design projects. Explore the limitless possibilities with Allison's wallpaper, fabric options, and custom accessories. To learn more, click the link in the description below. This episode is also brought to you by the Capital One Venture Card. Earn unlimited 1.25 times miles with 0 annual fee. Earn miles on every purchase, plus additional miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. Apply online for Venture One by clicking the link below. This episode is also brought to you by Join In-Crowd Digital Contact Cards. Create your free contact card in under a minute and start making more friends, growing your network, and staying connected. Join the in-crowd today. This episode was also made possible through the generous support of Serena Martin and the 24/7 Creative Agency. Whether you are an individual or a company, we deliver creative marketing strategies 24/7 in order to connect, partner, and develop exceptional brand experiences. To learn more, click the link below. Discover their unique brand marketing solutions 24/7.
So there's a big difference between a typical cabinet person and what we do here at Inspired Kitchen Design Studio. We incorporate all the elements from everywhere we can find them, whether it's from, somewhere locally, or if we have to go across the world to find the right color or veneer or metal to integrate into our designs, it becomes artwork.
From Spotify, Design Talk Live Studios, Joseph Haecker Inc., and the Live Broadcast Network, this is the Design Talk Live podcast, the podcast that explores the topics and conversations that matter to the design community. Here's your host, Joseph Haecker.
Hey Design Peeps, Joseph Haecker here, and I'm super excited. Met an incredible person and an awesome showroom here in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with Angela of Inspired Kitchen Design Studios. We were in town for the Denver Design District's
the spring launch.
Mm-hmm. And so we got to talking. She invited me over. Great showroom. Can you share just a little bit about you and Inspire, what you guys do?
Well, we are a kitchen design company, but really we do anything with cabinetry. But the difference between us and a lot of other places is we really concentrate on interior architecture. So we have the ability to go in and move things around so it makes it functional and then also makes it beautiful. So our people here, we're not just designers, but we know a lot about construction. We know about framing and plumbing and electrical and everything that you need to know if you're going to start messing with a structure.
And the topic we were going to talk about today was the distinction between luxury, because a lot of people say high-end, we kind of use high-end a lot, but what does it mean? And so this is going to be kind of fun to dive in on. So you guys focusing on kitchens and bathrooms. Every house has a kitchen and bath, but what makes it high-end luxury?
What makes it high-end luxury? Well, it comes down to we almost make pieces of artwork here. When we look at cabinetry, it's not just a box. It's all the parts and pieces that go into creating a space that's functional as well as beautiful, and it can oftentimes change people's lives. When they're organized, when they're happy in the space that they are in, it really just it makes them want to be home, and makes them want to be with their friends and their family and spend more time in the house that they reside.
And in kitchens, kitchens have gone through a lot of iterations, from that small service area in the back of a home that was very utilitarian,
Scullery.
to now kind of like open floor plan. It's the center of a home. This becomes the center of life in a home. But builders will tend to build a spot that has a kitchen, and they are more and more pushed towards like your the stone countertops and where it used to be like laminate and whatever, they could get away with things. But with you guys, so when a person buys a home, it kind of comes cookie cutter. The builder built it, but then you guys come in and work with the client to make it personalized and to suit their lifestyle and what their needs are. Can you kind of speak to that design interaction process?
100%. When we work with a client, we actually do a very extensive interview process before we even put a pen to paper. We talk about their lives, we talk about their kids, we talk about their aging parents, we talk about how they entertain. Do they cook? Do they not cook? Do they need a spot to be private? You know, there's so many questions, and everybody is so different. And that's just the function part of it. We also really dig into what makes them feel happy when it comes to design, when it comes to colors and textures. A lot of our clients come in and they have no idea what they like. So we kind of are therapists, where we dig in and really talk about, you know, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel at home, and what, like, it could be the opposite, and you want something stark and really colorful, you know. So everybody is different, and we like to make the jobs that we do, the projects that we do, as unique as the client.
And so I went through this phase. I would get pants and shirts somewhere, and then I would take them to the tailor. So buying the pants and the shirt was run of the mill. Getting them tailored was semi-custom. Getting pants made specifically for me, or a custom shirt, that's high-end custom.
And it feels good, doesn't it? It feels like it's yours because it fits you, and it doesn't pull or drag on you in one way or another. It's about you.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we get back, I want to talk about the different brands that you work with to be able to put the different designs together for your clients. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
You could go to any tile store and buy a white or a beige tile any time of day. But we want to create something fun and unique for the client. At Allison Eden Studios, we custom create, design, and manufacture glass mosaic tiles. It was always clear to me that I would own my own business because I was unemployable. I actually love doing my own thing. I really didn't want to listen or conform to what I was told to do. I run the production floor, and my husband, Gary, does all the business.
Business, financial, accounting, social media.
I get to do the fun stuff.
She started off with 2 employees.
And now we're shipping to
Dubai, Macau, Jamaica.
All over the world.
We use the ink card every single day. We order all sorts of supplies, office supplies, shipping supplies. I really love the flexibility of the rewards points. We could redeem them for gift cards for our clients or for our employees.
Or for me.
Allison is the one responsible for this artwork. It's really a reflection of her creativity, harnessing it all, putting it together, making it into a business. That's what we do every day.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here with Angela, and we're going to dive in on the different brands and companies that they work with to help to achieve that look. And this is pretty fun because it's the palette that you paint with. So can you share a little bit about the different brands that you work with and how that impacts your ability to achieve those looks and that lifestyle that your clients are looking for?
Absolutely. I'm going to start with the cabinetry part because that is the main essence of the business is, making the boxes that actually store the things that are going to make things easier for you to work with. I have been doing this for 23 years, and I've worked with a lot of cabinet manufacturers across the country. And up until I started my business, I was always frustrated with the manufacturers because they pushed back on anything creative. They, if it wasn't in the catalog, they didn't want to do it, and it really stunted what we could actually put together. So when I work with two brands right now, only two brands because they're great and they fulfill just about everything that I need. One of them is Homestead and one of them is Cottonwood, and they're both out of Utah, which I love because we're dry here in Denver and so is Utah. So it's like you get the same kind of humidity balance, especially when it comes to wood. We all know that that can be a problem. But the one thing about these two companies is I throw something at them, they get excited. And if they don't know how to make it, they're going to figure out how to make it. And they're going to help me to add all the extra pieces in there that make it luxury, like adding metal or adding leather or adding mesh or rattan or whatever it might be that makes the design special. They're willing to source it. I will help them source it, and we will do something extremely unique and different. So that's kind of the essence there. But then we've teamed up with Sub-Zero Wolf, of course. We're a dealer for them. And then I've also teamed up with some fantastic companies like Raw Earth. Raw Earth makes hoods in Fort Collins, just a little bit north of us. But they also distribute all over the country. And the patinas that they can do are exquisite. And it's just they are willing to do whatever we want them to do as well. We can just draw it and they'll make it. We work with wonderful countertop companies, whether it be stone. We've got some amazing stone vendors here, and we'll even incorporate stone in a toe kick or a place that you're not expecting it to be. Same with faucets and lighting and everything. We just work with some amazing companies that we are able to procure the right accents for the kitchen.
So I think the kitchen is very interesting. Of the home and home goods and home products, I feel like appliances are the most tech forward. What are some of the neat new tech that you're seeing your clients using in their homes?
Oh, there's so much now. But I would say the coolest thing lately that we are doing, and probably is 70% of the kitchens that we do, is a steam oven. And a steam oven can be 100% oven or 100% steam, or it has an entire menu of things that you could cook. All you do is press a button. It figures out the temperature. It figures out when to do the steam and when to do the convection, when to do the roast and the bake. And it does it at different times. So basically, let's just say steak, and you want it medium rare. You put it in there, you tell it you want medium rare, and it is going to steam it for a certain amount of time until it gets to the right temperature. So it's almost like a sous vide. And then it will take and put on the oven component to get it nice and crisp on the outside. Right?
Oh, wow.
I mean, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, so on that note, let's take another quick commercial break. When we get back, let's dive in on some of the trends and how the kitchen's evolved. We're now post-COVID, and so just kind of interesting to hear how the kitchen has evolved since, COVID. So we'll be right back.
Hero Flooring was founded in 2014 with a clear focus on creating the ultimate client experience. Hero Flooring is a national brand of high-performance floor coverings, which includes carpet in broad lumen carpet tile formats, Hero rubber and Nike grind, tile, LVT, engineered wood, and turf.
Hey guys, so we're here with Angela of Inspire Kitchen Design Studio, and we're going to dive into trends in the kitchen space. I think this is super interesting because as the world has changed, and it always is changing, but it's interesting to see how life has evolved year to year, and you've been at this for a while. So, like, what are you seeing as the major shift? Are you seeing major shifts? Have we gone just back to normal? What are you seeing changing in the kitchen space?
I guess that's when you were born and what you think is, the past and what you think is the present right now, and also kind of where you come from, region, or again, it comes back to everybody's very different and they have different expectations of what that might be. But the one thing that we're seeing a lot of right now is to have the catering kitchen behind the actual show kitchen, which is kind of fun. Where we came from, I guess, way back in like the 50s, is you have a kitchen in a room, right? And you go in there and cook, and then you take everything out to the dining room, you sit down with the family, and that's your food. What we're doing right now, as it has evolved from being an open floor plan, now we're actually adding in a lot of entertainment parts to the kitchen and in the kitchen space. So rather than having the basement bar, we're doing a lot of bars that are right outside the kitchen. We're doing wine cellars that are gorgeous pieces of art with, with stone that's lit up and displaying the wine bottles, beautiful glass. It's really the center of the home, and everybody can, no matter where they're from, if you have people over, they hang on the kitchen. If you have a closed-in kitchen that's really tight, they're still in the kitchen. So by broadening the space, you can have everything that you want. You can do your cooking, you can do your prepping, but you can also have your people, your friends, and entertain at the same time.
Now, pre-COVID, we were seeing a lot of move from that residential appliances. Like the stove was very residential with the kind of the softer knobs and the softer grill areas, to a more commercial style kitchen, and a lot of those commercial elements coming into the kitchen. What are we seeing now?
I would say, it all depends on your style, of course. If you're doing a traditional kitchen, yes, you're going to want that really big, bulky, lovely range that really has a presence. But we are also seeing a lot of induction, which we're able to flush out into the countertop or even underneath the countertop so you can't even see it. So we can go super minimalistic. We can also go where the hood and the range is like the center and the focal point. I don't know that there's a trend one way or another, because we do just about everything here, from super traditional to uber modern. It's just fun when you're custom like this to be able to pull all the unique elements together for everybody's style, whether it's on the one side or the other.
And you'd said at the beginning of the podcast that you guys do an onboarding, an interview. And I think when I got here, there was somebody showing up who was going into that interview process. So it's neat to hear that. I love the onboarding of clients to kind of dig into their needs, and then you guys can offer solutions on a wide range. So that's awesome. How can people find out more about you and Inspire Kitchen Design Studio?
Go to our website. It's inspirekitchendesignstudio.com or inspirekds.com, which is kind of easier. Either one will get you there. But you can take a showroom tour on the website. Just click, and we've got a VR where you can walk through the showroom. You can see the different styles. You can see some of the neat details that we have. And then, if you're in the area and if we can help you, give us a call, stop in, make an appointment, show us what you have so we can help you.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Angela, for being on the podcast with us.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Design Talk Live podcast. The Design Talk Live podcast is produced by the Live Broadcast Network, Joseph Haecker, Inc., and Design Talk Live Studios. This episode was produced by Eric Miller. The theme song for our show is Cielo and is used under a Creative Commons license. Editing was done by Greg Stevens. Mixing and mastering by Melanie Kim. To be a guest on the show or to become a sponsor, please visit us at josephhaecker.com/DesignTalkLive. That's josephhaecker.com/DesignTalkLive. Until next time, say hi to someone new. You never know who you'll meet.
Look, Mom. I made that.